All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. All right, peace and blessing about their teaching truth and teaching sincerity. Double honors to the apostles and elders over apostles and elders over a great millstone, who are the true apostles and elders over all Israel. All right, and it's a brother Yahweh Sap with another lesson. All right, and basically today, man, we going into how Esau is a cunning hunter. All right, because right now, um, that's what's going on is that you had all these riots going on. All right, and also a pandemic, man. All right, and all right, and so with these riots during this pandemic, what they're saying, all right, what they're saying is that even more coronavirus cases had came out. Okay, and with that coronavirus cases, there's also this bill that I believe it's already been passed. It's called the HR 6666. All right, and Esau set it up perfectly. Okay, because right before the riots happened, he passed that bill. Okay, and that bill pretty much, which we're gonna get into it, but that bill pretty much states that it does I believe it's called contact tracing. So say you go outside, all right, and you go into a store and they see you on the camera, they can come to your home, all right, and they could be like, hey, we saw you at this store, all right, and we saw you touch this person. This person had COVID, and now we're gonna have to test you to see if you have COVID. All right, and if you do have COVID, they can actually take you out of your home and put you into a quarantine camp, man. All right, so and that's pretty much that's taking you away if you have any children, taking you away from your children, your family, whoever you live with, or even if you live alone, it's still taking you away from your home. All right, and that's what Esau. All this is all happening because Esau pretty much has it planned out, man. This is what he wants. Esau wants this to happen. Okay, because what he's trying to implement is that the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. And he's trying to insert his soul into the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and this is all part of his master plan. All right, and it's because he's a cunning hunter, man. He knows what to do. He knows how to catch his prey. All right, and you, Jake, your sheep, led without a shepherd. So you're gonna follow after that, regardless, man. And you're being led to the slaughter. You know, all these rights that you were doing, man, and all this protesting you're doing is only gonna get worse for you, man. That protesting ain't gonna help you. Okay, it's only gonna get worse. All right, so I want to go ahead and get this real quick. This is going to be the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and verse 27. And it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. All right, so let's go ahead and get that word cunning. All right, which it means, it's like your phone's a little slow. I'm just loading up. I'm trying again. God. It says having or showing skill in achieving one's ends by deceit or evasion. Attractive or quaint skill in achieving one's end by deceit. All right, and we know Esau to be the devil, which whenever you get that word devil, it means deceiver. Okay, all right, and that's what Esau does, man. Through all of this, through what he's implementing, he's gonna catch you, Jake, man. He's gonna catch you, just chilling. All right, after all these riots, you went and you broke into these stores, stole all this merchandise, man, such as TVs and Xboxes and jewelry, man, and it's all in vain. You're doing it all in vain, man. Most people that were rioting out there weren't even rioting for the Black Lives Matter movement, man. They were just rioting, you know. And I actually read an article going into how the FBI is starting to track those people down who went into the stores and stole all that merchandise. Because Esau don't play, man. You can't just steal from this man and get away with it. All right, you can't steal from the red Hebrew Edomite and think you're gonna get away with it. And Jake, you don't listen, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't listen. You know, you're falling right into this man's trap. And it's a very creative way that he did it, man. We got to give props to Esau, all right, because it's all through his policy, all right, that this is all happening, all right. So let's go ahead and get this real quick, if I can find it. God, so this is Daniel 8 and verse 25, and it reads, oops, like you. And it reads, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper. Now, real quick, I want to get that word craft just to see what it means, all right? Because ultimately, that's what he's doing, man. He's into witchcraft. He's into illusions and making things seem like they're there when they're not, you know. And this man is pretty much a magician, should I say? All right. So Daniel 8. All right, it says deceit, treachery. All right, so this man causes deceit and treachery to prosper. You know, through his policy, he causes that to prosper, man. Because even though this man has been being exposed for doing all this wickedness, he still has people believing that he's a good guy, man. He still has people believing that he's a guardian angel, all right, that he was sent here to help everyone, man. You know, and it's mainly those people consist of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You're always defending your oppressor, man. A bunch of Uncle Ruckuses, man. All right, but real quick, getting back on point. Okay, this is because I was speaking about the HR 666 bill. I wanted to get it for y'all just so y'all can, if you haven't heard about it already or haven't read what it does. It's HR 6666. COVID-19 testing, reaching, and contacting everyone. Trace Act. All right. All right. So right here it says official title is introduced to authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19 and related activities such as contact tracing through mobile health units and as necessary at individuals' residences and for other purposes. All right. And that's what Esau's doing, man. And this was passed right before. Okay, this was passed right before these riots started happening, man. And then I was wanted to get this because what they keep saying, all right, is that after these riots, there's been increase. There's COVID-19 cases increase. All right, so it says health experts say COVID-19 cases will likely increase with protests and demonstrations. All right, and that's where did I read it at? Just bear with me 1 second, Slakia. All right, so it says right here, this is Rame. It says those symptoms should also get tested. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to start testing people today. You want to wait until a week after they were potentially exposed. He said. Rame, I'm just going to call it Rame, said he thinks cases will rise from these closed gatherings. We'll see a modest number of cases in 2 weeks, and then we'll see the secondary cases that will produce the bigger consequence, he shared. He adds, saying, if you've been in these protests, now is the time to stay away from those at higher risk, and he says everyone should be wearing masks. All right. So pretty much what they're saying is, which there's more articles on it if you can actually look into it. I believe there's already been articles going into how there has been a rise in cases. All right, but I wanted to get this just because this is pretty much what Esau is doing, man. All right. So after he passed the HR 6666 bill, he he had all these riots and these protesting going on, and now that after these riots and these protests is going on, this man said that what he believes is going to happen is that there's going to be a rise. There's going to be a rise in cases. Okay, and that's pretty much what Esau wants, man. Esau wants that to be his, to be the situation. All right, because if these riots and these cases didn't happen, there would be no reason, to go to these people's houses if they were always at home. All right. And so that's what he's doing, man. So I want to get this again. It says Daniel 8 and verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. All right, and that's going into the rest of the prophecy. But right here it says, and by peace shall he and by peace shall destroy many. That's right. So through this HR 6666 bill, he's saying is that he's doing it to make sure nobody gets sick, and to beat this virus, man. But he's doing it because he wants to put you in these excuse me, put you in these FEMA camps, man, and what I believe personally is that what could be happening is once he puts you in these FEMA camps, all right, he could start telling you to take the RFID chip, man. He to track you during these camps to make sure you don't get any other diseases and so on and so forth. All right, and this is all through this man's policy. All right, he's doing this. As a matter of fact, let's get that word policy real quick, just cause for edification's sake. All right. All right, it says prudence, insight, understanding, good sense, cunning, craft, bad sense. All right, that's right. So through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper, man. So through his skill in deceiving, he's gonna cause his deceit to prosper. And so this is all according to prophecy that this man, he's gonna come down, man. Okay, so I want to get this. So maybe the book of Revelation 12 and in verse 12, and it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, and all this has been going on during just this year, and we still got a few months to go before this year is up. So we're still waiting to see what this man does. All right, but ultimately, what I believe it's leading up to at the moment, I don't know if any other brother believes in that or agrees, or even if they disagree, man. What could be happening is that through this HR 6666 bill and through this protesting and all that's going on, because Trump already said that he's gonna use the army to make sure everyone stays inside. All right, which that's by itself is martial law. All right, and also him going into people's houses through that contact tracing, through that, he's gonna take people out of their homes, put them into these FEMA camps, man, and he's all doing this so that way, because he knows that this is it, man, this is the end. So for you brothers and you sisters who fervently believe in this truth, man, know that we are at the end, and that the Lord, man, hopefully it ends by the end of this year, if not the next year, and that's just something we have to have faith in, is that we are almost done, man. All this hell and all this tribulation that we're going through is no longer going to be upon us, man. All right, and it's because this devil is causing everything that he doesn't want to happen. All right. So with that being said, man, I just wanted to make a quick point regarding that HR 6666 bill and these protests and everything that's going on. I know I am a little late, but I just wanted to point that out, man, because this is prophecy coming to pass. All right. So with that being said, once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakwadash. Lord willing, the session was edifying unto you brothers and you sisters who firmly believe in His truth, man. And just continue to have faith, man. And Lord's will, we're part of that number and we'll be saved. Shalom.